What is good, Vibe Gang? It is your boy Ray here with another one. Now, I know this is going to be a little bit different. I told you guys yesterday that this is going to be a little bit different reaction I'm going to do today. This is a donor request from one of my one of my biggest supporters in this page, and it's Hound Dog, aka Jennifer. She's always held me down. She's always showed love and everything. She wanted me to do this now. She told me the rundown of what this video is, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit timid to react to this, being the fact. Let me cut the beat real quick. Hold on, this music is distracting me. Um, it it's one of those things that I hate negativity or like death. I don't like being sad. I really don't. But and so that's what I was a little bit timid to actually do this. But what made me decided, like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Is I don't find it fair that I've started to react and to listen to Elvis, and all all I get is the happy times, or his performances, his videos, pictures with him and his kid, and him and his wife, and all this stuff, and things like that. And I've been having fun with it, and it's been beautiful, and all that. But I don't find it fair that you guys that watch me had to go through that time in real life, and like and back then when this happened, when Elvis passed away. So I said, you know what? I want to get the full experience of Elvis, and I want to see how it was and how everything is back then when this happened. So shout out to Jennifer for the dono for this one, and I'm gonna try to keep it. I'm gonna try to keep it down a little bit. There's not gonna be no story time with Ray. I don't think this situation and this moment right now deserves any funny stories or anything like that. Um, so we're gonna go right to it. So like, comment, subscribe, do all that. Elvis Presley, an American Trilogy, original 1972. Let's go.
CBS News. Elvis Presley, king of popular music, is dead at the age of 42.
The undisputed king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley, is dead. He died this afternoon here in his adopted hometown of Memphis after apparently collapsing at his South Memphis mansion. And the mayor has ordered all flags in the city to be flown at half-staff.
This is Channel 7's Eyewitness News. Tonight with Fahey Flynn, Joel Daly, Bill Frank, Steve...
See, 42 years old is young. And it's crazy because I like to think of it as, he's not hurting anymore. He's not in pain anymore. He's in a better place. I like to think that way. But I can almost guarantee the day this man passed away, the world was in standstill. This man impacted a lot of people's lives in the years that he's been doing this. And I think it was just his generosity and his heart that made people just attached to him. They just, his smile and his performance and the way he looks, and that all has to do with it as well. But I think it was more his generosity, how much of a human, a good human being he was, is what attracted a lot of people to Elvis. And it's just a sad thing that he went through what he went through, and even at that, even with everything that this man was going through physically, he still stood up and he still got on the ball and still was able to perform for us one more time. And I commend him for that, because that takes a lot of strength, a lot of courage, a lot of heart to actually get out of a situation, knowing that you're not 100%, knowing that you can't give your audience 100%, and then get on that stage and still give 100%. It's just amazing to me as an artist how the love of the music pushed him, and the love of his fans pushed him to physically push through anything and give us a performance. And he's a beautiful human being, and 42 years old is way too young. But it's
Edwards and a special report by Jay Levine.
Elvis Presley is dead at 42, possibly of a heart attack, an autopsy reveals tonight. Memphis, Tennessee is in mourning. Tonight, thousands of fans are reported gathered around his palatial mansion. The Memphis Telephone Company reports total overtaxing of its lines.
Pandemonium has broken out here on Elvis Presley Boulevard in Memphis. Thousands of fans from all over the country are converging on Graceland, trying to get in to view the body of the 42-year-old king of rock and roll. The world is shocked by Elvis Presley's sudden death after attempts to save his life failed. The apparent cause, according to his personal physician, Dr. George Nicopolis, is a heart attack. The singer's father...
Look at the impact. Look at that. People are passing out. People are fainting because a piece of their heart just died. That's love. That right there is a support. This the type of attachment that he had to his fans, and it's a wonderful thing. But at the same time, like 42 years old is way too young. But we lost a pioneer of music. Absolutely, 110%. We lost a pioneer. Somebody that was so essential to music that a lot of people now are using a lot of his styles and a lot of his cadences and a lot of his flows, and they're to this day they're still, you understand? But like, I really don't like listen to this because I just don't know what to say in situations like these. I don't know what to say, watching something like that, especially for somebody that I grew to love so much.
Physician Dr. George Nicopolis is a heart attack. The singer's father, Vernon Presley, has requested that an autopsy be performed.
Why go to all this trouble?
Because we love Elvis. We still do.
You're not going to get in, you know.
Doesn't make any difference. There's nobody else like him.
See that. Oh my God, man. That says a lot right there. He like, and I hate reporters, man. She's going through some stuff right now. You're just being a condescending asshole. Like I just hate those type of people. You're not gonna get in, right? It doesn't matter. That's not the point. They're not trying to get into his house. They're not trying to do any of that. They're trying to show their appreciation, show their love, show their how much they cared about this man. This woman is teared up. And this guy is acting like it's not that big of a deal. Like, go home and do something, bro. Like, you should not be a reporter at all.
You're not going to get in, you know.
Doesn't make any difference. There's nobody else like him. There won't ever be anybody else like him as far as I'm concerned. I just can't believe he's dead. It's terrible.
Elvis Presley was the first and probably the foremost in popular music. But tonight on Radio Luxembourg, we have to inform the world that he no longer exists on our planet. Tonight on Luxembourg, we feature nothing but Elvis.
He exists in our hearts, and that's all that matters. Fuck the planet. Man, even in death, people are just so negative. Like, I know he that's his own way of saying it, and maybe back in those days, that was appropriate to say. But me listening to that, all I heard was just like, I don't know. He's no longer in this planet. Sounds a little bit too rough. You could have said he passed away at the age of 42. Be a little bit more, have a little bit more of a heart. And you're talking about a man like Elvis Presley. See, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all.
But tonight on Radio Luxembourg, we have to inform the world that he no longer exists on our planet.
Listen, you don't have to do anything. Your boss told you. You see, I can't listen to things like that.
Radio Luxembourg, we have to inform the world that he no longer exists on our planet. Tonight on Luxembourg, we feature nothing but Elvis till closed down at 3:45.
Presley's show business friends, as well as...
He cleaned it up. He said he's going to start playing Elvis music until 4 o'clock. I'll be playing music until... it's 1972. I would have played music until 2030. What you talking about?
Feature Nothing But Elvis, still closed down at 3:45.
Presley's show business friends, as well as his legions of fans, are mourning tonight. Sammy Davis Jr. was asked how the performer would rate on a scale of 1 to 10.
Always got to be 11, babe. And I'm not saying that because of the tragedy of the moment, but because anybody in this business of ours that can become one of a kind. He's the one, the only, the original. Everybody else is an imitator. It came after.
Elvis.
Thank you, Sammy Davis Jr. the Rat Pack. Thank you, Sammy Davis Jr. for saying those words. I don't want the 10. He's an 11. He's an 11. That's a fact. There's not going to be nobody. There's a bunch of imitators. He's the originator. That's a fact. You can dress like Elvis. You can talk like Elvis. You can sing like Elvis. And you can dance like Elvis. You're not going to be Elvis. You're going to be missing that one thing, and that's charisma. Talk. I like that. I'm happy that Sammy Davis Jr. said that.
The one, the only, the original. Everybody else is an imitator.
Facts.
It came after him.
Elvis Presley almost single-handedly turned rock into the most popular music expression of the young. Tonight in Memphis, Elvis died, and a generation of people cared.
It's 6:29. It's WMAQ Chicago. I'm Dennis Day with Rick Elliott and Jay Marks. Say it one more time, as much as it hurts. Elvis Presley died today.
There are many superlatives linked with his name, the greatest and the king. But probably the most important thing is that each person listening, and all of us here, that Elvis had an effect, an important effect on each one of our lives. And what more can you say about an individual? He'll be remembered for many, many years.
But you remember when President Kennedy died, years later people said, do you remember where you were when you first heard the news that Kennedy was dead? Remember where you are now. Because if you're feeling like me in a deep state of shock, then in a few years from now, you will remember that you were listening to the first radio station in Europe to ever play Radio Luxembourg's number.
See what I mean? You see what I mean? He was going well, and then he had to go and plug his radio station. Like, I understand business is business, but come on, baby, you guys got to be a little bit more sensitive with that. You can't be. I don't know. Maybe I'm taking it wrong. I don't know. I don't feel like I am taking it wrong, but I just don't like the tone that these guys are talking about on the day that Elvis died. I'm not liking the tone. I'm not liking the words that they're using. And it is what it is. I could be absolutely 110% wrong. I just know what I feel. I'm tearing up, and I'm not blubbering, crying right now. It's because I got a job to do. And I don't think you guys want to see that. But inside, I'm like, I saw that the funeral card, and something came over me when I saw that it was just kind of like, it was kind of surreal. And that's me watching this for over 40 years ago. And it's hitting me like I'm right there right now. Like, I can't lie to you. I probably would have been in that crowd. Just because he was a different type of artist. He was a different type of a musician. He took these songs and he made it. He just made it completely different. He made it completely different from the originals. He took his talent and he was good at what he did, on everything that he did. If we would have just kept it, Elvis's music, his fans, and take all that negative stuff and throw it out the way, we'd probably still be right now, right here with Elvis Presley. If it was just about the music. And it's not Elvis's fault. Elvis didn't care if he ended up being broke. If he wanted to go help somebody, he wanted to go help somebody. It is what it is. We'll name another artist that is like that. I'll wait. Exactly. The people need to start giving this man more respect than what he's getting, because honestly, it's stupid and it's dumb. And it's starting to get ridiculous. A lot of people out here starting to look real stupid. with the things that they say about this man and everything without doing their research, without knowing this man's life. I don't mean to get in these rants, man, but when somebody's talking about a person that I love, that I learned to love and care about, and everything like that, and I start hearing stuff like that, I just start. Instead of getting sad, I get angry. Because I want to defend it, but how can I? I can't. All I can do is just tell you guys how I feel, and then we'll talk about it in the comment section. That's pretty much it.
State of shock. Then in a few years from now, you will remember that you were listening to the first radio station in Europe to ever play Radio Luxembourg's #1 star, Elvis Presley.
Oh, I wish I was in a land of cotton. Old times are not forgotten. Look away, look away, look away, Dixieland. Sing it, fellas. Oh, I wish I was in Dixie. Away. For Dixieland, it's where I was born. Early Lord, one frosty morn. Look away, look away, look away, Dixieland. Glory, glory, oh, hush, little baby, don't you cry. You know your daddy's bound to die. When all my trials are,
I'm not gonna lie to you. This is like getting really heavy right now for me. Singing this song and the words in this song for the situation that they're showing right there. By the way, this is beautiful editing. I like how they mixed in the performance with all the news clips and everything, and the way they blended that together. That was amazing. To think that the man with that voice is inside of that coffin, and I don't know. It's sometimes I just don't know in these type of situations and how to act, how to react, how to do anything, because it's just I grew so much in the past year since Elvis came into my life, and all his music I learned. I built a relationship. I'm following the stories. I've watched the movies a couple of times already. I'm getting through all these emotions, and then it's just one of those horriblest moments in history of music. Period. So you got to be careful who you have around you. You have to be careful who you associate yourself with, and you got to make sure that you have to take care of the number one person, and that's yourself. Because there's nobody in this world that's going to take care of you better than yourself. It's up to you to actually do it. And I know woulda, coulda, shoulda. A lot of things could have gone different if choices were made differently. But that's the cards that we were dealt with, and we need to remember this man in a positive manner and in a positive way. We have to remember this man for the music and the love that he brought to this whole entire world. When you stop listening to all the negativity and everything, and I'm so glad that I reacted to this, because I have a tidbit of a feeling of what you guys went through when this actually happened, the day that this actually happened. And it's, I don't know. Let's finish it off strong.
When all my trials, Lord, soon be over.
Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys' patience with me through this video, and I appreciate everything. And I would like to, before we go tonight, I would like to you guys to join me in a 10-second prayer for the king himself, Elvis Presley. I know I'm way too late, but it's never gonna hurt to pray. So just give me 10 seconds. I thought one of the dogs came in. Give me 10 seconds of just complete silence for the king of rock and roll. Thank you. All right. I love you guys. I'm going to talk to you guys Monday. Shout out to Elvis and his legacy. Shout out to this man's career. Shout out to this man's heart. I love you guys. I'm going to talk to you guys Monday. I got more Elvis coming. Peace.